So guys, yesterday I had an idea. I discovered YouTube and I never actually saw a video which covers everything about health. It only covers the newest hacks, the newest tricks, the shiny objects. But there is no video out there that helps you staying healthy on a consistent base without spending any more additional time. Am I right? I have 113 health habits that I will simply explain to you that you can adapt to your life and make more money, have better relationships. You know the health benefits. And if you can't watch this video and if you can't see the value in this video, then I would recommend you to click away. And if not, enjoy your day, watch the video, and let a health CEO explain you how the game works. Okay, so first of all, if you want to become healthy, you need to cover 4 core categories. The first one is sleep. The second one is nutrition. The third one is exercise. And the fourth one is awareness. And I recommend you to cover each in this order. Sleep, priority number 1. Nutrition, priority number 2. Exercise, priority number 3. And awareness, priority number 4. So with that being said, I would say let's start with the sleep. If you cover each or at least 15 of these 20 habits, then you can move on fixing your nutrition. And if you cover, at least 80%, you can go on to exercise and so on. This video is not designed to give you something shiny. It is designed to help you. So if you can't stick to a video where someone explains you how the stuff really works, and if you want another flashy video that brings you nowhere further and only stimulates your dopaminergic system for a short period of time, then you can't really think that you will get healthy. You only get healthy when you really sit down with pen and paper and get notes. Write down what is important. You might do some of these 130 health habits, but not each of them. That's what I can guarantee you. So listen carefully. I will go on. So first of all, the most important thing when it comes to sleep is actually the sleep length. There is a crazy good book. I read a lot of books about sleep and I discovered a lot about sleep. Talk to health experts, talk to basically every single human being that knows how to improve their health. Now I have the knowledge. And the best book, you might know it, Why We Sleep from Matthew Walker. Awesome book. If you only read this, you will never ever sleep less than 7 hours. And the optimal sleep, as I told you, is 7 to 9 hours. Nothing more, nothing less. So that basically means when you have to decide what to do at 10 or 11 p.m. and you need to wake up at 6 p.m. because you have an important meeting at 7 a.m. and so on, then the number one decision is go sleep. The 1 hour or 2 hour less sleep, so 6 to 5 hours, will drastically decline your day. Number 2 is a sleep schedule. You want to have a consistent sleep schedule that consistently allow you or your body to know when to sleep and when to wake up. Your body is a hormonal system or has a hormonal system. These hormones actually want to help you. They want to predictably and reliably help you to get the most out of your actions. For example, there are sleep hormones that help you to sleep. Melatonin, all of these, and there are a lot more. And there are sleep hormones that help you with waking up. And now, when you do consistently schedule sleep, for example, you sleep in a time frame of 1 hour, so in between 9 to 11, up to 6 to 8 more in the morning, that are 7 hours or more, then You will produce hormones on a consistent basis and you will never feel sluggish again. If you only do these two things, your sleep will improve. That's for sure. Try it out. And if you can't, set an alarm clock when you want to sleep, and then easy. Number 3, no caffeine. And at least no caffeine until 4 p.m. So right now we have 4:30 when I'm recording this, and that means no caffeine for me. But I had a coffee today this morning, so no caffeine until 4 p.m. or until 6 or 7 hours before you want to sleep. That is literally the rule you need to have. So my normal sleep time is in between 9 to 11. That means 4 to 5 p.m. is no caffeine time. And I used to drink 1 coffee in the morning, sometimes not, and that's optimal. Number 4 is no drugs. Don't do it. It will destroy your life and it is only good for a short time. No drugs are alcohol and yeah, all of these illegal drugs you do want, but everyone who takes them says to you, oh man, don't do it, it is bad. So don't do it. Number 5, no electronics, and that means no electronics in the evening. So you need to have something like a wind down routine. That is not a huge routine where you need to do, I don't know, ice bath, hot shower, then cool down system and all of that. You don't need to have it. You know? You can have it. I am in a very hard situation. I'm about to scale the system, I'm about to hire employees, I'm about to systemize all of that stuff. That means I need to work a lot, but I don't want to sacrifice my social life for it. That means I need to sacrifice a little bit of my sleep, of my recovery, even though it's priority number 1. So I sleep 7 instead of 9 hours. So I hit the lowest baseline, but not the highest. So I do this to optimize my schedule, and I don't always have a wind down routine, but I notice when I have it, I love it more. No electronics means literally 1 hour before evening. Close your desktop, do nothing, or do the things I will explain you in the future. Number 6, sleep with an eye mask. Yeah, do it. A dark room is very nice. With an eye mask, it's even better. You can get one for $3 and it's bloody great. Number 7, temperature. Have a bloody cold room when you want to sleep. And, I don't know if it's on the list, only sleep in your bedroom. Do nothing except for sleeping. And the optimal temperature is in between 16 to 90 degrees. I don't know what is in American metric. I do not really know. Number 8 is invest. And I mean by that, invest in your sleep environment. You lay in your bed for 8 hours in average every single day if you want to have a healthy sleep. That means it is 1/3 of your whole life. So what else is more important to invest in? Okay? I mean, the number 1 priority should be something like a nice desktop or a good camera or something like that. But take a look at the things you need to spend the most time with. And laying in your bed is probably one of them. So don't be scared of wasting, investing money, and you're good to go. Invest in your bed, and the more you invest, the better it can be. There are a variety of good things. If you want me to give you a bedtime environment routine, then let me know. I have something like a bedtime routine in my previous video in the 1 hour 30 health habit routine, but let me know. Number 9 is read. And that's the thing you need to do in the evening routine. Read books. Read. I have a whole bookshelf here, as you can see. A whole bookshelf with books and I don't know, strategies and all of that stuff. Things I'm interested in. I love studying the human health, the physical health, and the mental health. That means psychology. I love that. And of course, I need to study something like systems. So read something you like, but you also can read fiction books. If you really want to shut down, then read fiction books you want to read right now. So do it. Number 10 is something I love to do, and I do it more radically because it significantly increased my sleep. No meals 2 hours before bedtime, at least. The reason? Your gut needs to work when you eat something close to your bedtime. Reasonable. And sleep is something like recovery. It's shut down your systems, but when your gut is now full, you can't digest things. And there is food that needs to digest for 8 to 12 hours a day. So if you want to be radical, like you might know Brian Johnson, he doesn't eat anything after 1 p.m. But 2 hours are fine. 2 hours is something like the great point on the curve when you go to statistics, and it will significantly increase. Number 11, no drinks or no water, no fluids 2 hours before bedtime. The reason for that is you maybe felt this, that you wake up, 3 a.m. because you need to go to the toilet. To avoid this, you need to do this. Because after that, your body needs more time to be in a deeper and quieter and better sleep. Sleep. Yeah, you got it. Number 12, don't only have an eye mask, have earplugs. You can get them for, $5 at Amazon. And they are awesome. They literally decreased my heart rate by 3 beats per minute, my resting heart rate. And they're awesome. Try them out and you will not regret that. Okay, next one, we have red lights or dimmed light. So in the evening, you want to shut down all your systems. That's what you realize. When you sleep, you want to shut down your systems so you have a low baseline to get even lower when you sleep. When you have a high baseline, the sleep will get you lower, but not as low as if you would have start with a high or lower baseline. I hope you get it. So, can you see it? Yes. Sleep time. So this is when you have a high, and this is when you have a low. And the lower you sleep or the deeper you sleep, the better. That means you want to cool down your systems. And you do it literally with resetting your hormonal system and your sensory system. That means what you hear, what you smell, what you taste, what you see, and how you feel. Therefore, we have a cool environment. Therefore, we wear an eye mask. Therefore, we reset and read, and therefore we want to have red light, and therefore we do we have something else? No. Okay. Reset your hormonal systems, reset your sensoric systems, and you're good to go. Number 14, day planning. Sometimes you might have this, that you can't sleep and it takes you 1 hour of sleeping to sleep, and the reason for that is that you have something to worry about, you have concerns, you have anything like that. And if you have this, plan your day and fix the things first. So some people might sleep because they don't have fixed their relationship, or they have some fight with their spouse, or this, right? You have worries about tomorrow. And before you sleep, you will have fixed this problem, because this problem destroys the sleep. So I have the rule that I never ever go to bed angry about, my girlfriend, my brother, my friends, my partners, my employees. I don't want to go to bed angry, because I will wake up angry and I will wake up in negativity and will have worries, anxieties, and concerns. And these problems can be fixed today. Of course, there are problems, worries, and anxieties and concerns you have that you can't fix immediately today. And therefore we plan out, because it's not the activity that causes you this stress, it is because it is the reason. The reason for that is that it literally is in your mind. And when you write something and when you plan something, then you express it and you leave it out of your mind. And then you can get calm because now you know what you do. Stress is only because you can act on something and you don't do it. And you can act directly in person with fixing the problem immediately, or you can write down when you act on the problem. And then you're good to go. Now, fifth and breathing. When you have a stressful day and you need to quick recovery and you need to quick wind down, then I do the following. I sit in my bed, I work until, 10 p.m. and from 10 p.m. to 10:10, I literally breathe. I sit there, breathe, and focus on my breathing. My sleep is way better, and try it out. Something I rarely do, but a lot of my customers tried and find it significantly. A lot of my customers did, and they all love it. Is naps. Maybe I'm not old enough to have naps because studies show that the older you get, the more likely you are to have naps, and I'm not that old. So naps are important, but not too late. So if you want to plan naps, then have this occasional and this traditional midday nap. But not in the evening, because then it is way harder to sleep for your body because you already slept, Now, number 17, block blue lights. So the same with that light, but I can show this to you. I have on my phone something like here. I hope you can see this here. Accessibility, and here, this is what I see in the evening, because I read a lot of books on my desktop, and you can simply do it. Wait, I will do it for you. And you can simply change it when you go, I don't know if you have Apple, but if you have Apple, when you go to accessibility, and then here you see, yeah, nice. VoiceOver? No. Where is it? Vision, save vision, motion, displays text size. Color filters on, and then you're good to go. So I hope this is helpful. Do it, try it out. It will help you to sleep better. Next up we have tracker. Track your life. I have nothing more to say. Watch my previous videos. I have the tracker, I have the warm-up, I have the Google Calendar, I have the daily planner. Track your life. And if you say you have to blow your creative spirit and you need to be creative and you don't want to feel controlled by my systems, then just adapt it for creativity. For example, if you want to have a creative day tomorrow, then write in your daily planner for each 30 minutes that you are blocked for creativity. So you don't have to feel drained or controlled. Okay? But track your life. If you want to know how to track your life, watch my previous videos. And I can do a concise tracking video if you want to, but I already did a lot and I update this over time based on the things I do, I'm 19 hormones, that's what I told you. You need to understand that you want to do everything to set your sensoric system or to cool down your sensoric system and to don't interrupt your hormonal system. And to interrupt your hormonal system with drugs, with caffeine, with late meals, with blue light, with a lot of noise, with things that are draining and exhausting for your body. So, for example, high sugary meal is bad for your sensoric system, but that is something I will explain to you in the future. So that's literally the sleep. If you fix all of these things, then you're good to go. We're already in the recording for 20 minutes, so I will hurry up. Nutrition. Number 21, eat high protein. I hope I don't need to tell this to you. Eat high protein. 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. 2 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight. I know the American metric is of 1 pound is below 0.5 kilogram, but roundabout. Then tactical carbs. I mean by that, you can eat carbs. I'm not a huge fan of keto because I think you restrict yourself and you do something very impractical in real life, you know. Wait. So therefore I use tactical carbs. And I only eat carbs after hard exercise. After a hard strength training exercise, after cardio, and so on. And I eat carbs, that means sugar. Oh my god, I eat sugar, but I eat sugar only before cardio exercise. For example, if you want to run, swim, and so on for 2 hours, then please eat carbs. But besides of that, don't eat sugar. That is, which point is it here? I don't know. So, number 23, fruits are number 1. I love fruits, and you need to love fruits too. Your microbiome is very nice, and you need to treat it right. Covering your macros, your protein, your fat, and your carbohydrate intake is pretty easy. But there is a difference between dirty, that means covering your carbohydrates, your protein, and your fat with trash, with bad food, and with good food, because of your micronutrients, of the enzymes and of the vitamins and the minerals that help your body to produce different hormones, recover, and so on. And fruits are a great source of these vitamins. So eat whatever fruit you see, and I love it. That's, by the way, the only sugar source I have too, despite or besides of the, the pre and post workout. Number 24, omega-3. Eat fish or supplement omega-3. It is so great for your brain. It helps you, and every client I have literally gets a whole omega-3 stack for 6 months, so they never need to care about this. It's so well studied, and it is so important for our brain, for our cognitive function. And because we are entrepreneurs or high performers, or we have a goal, we have vision, we want to achieve something in our life, we need to have a great brain, because our brain is our action, and our action is literally what we do every single day. Number 25, drink enough. Drink enough. 1 liter per 20 kilogram of body weight. That's what I tell you. Drink around that, and if you feel sluggish, then drink more or drink less. And always drink with a meal, or I don't know, or if you want to have a short sip, then you don't need to have minerals or vitamins with your water. But in general, drink while you eat. And if you want to drink when you stay up, what you need to do, what I will explain to you, then drink it with salt, because then your body restores it, otherwise you just peed. Okay. 26, no added sugars. There it is. No added sugars. It will only destroy your hormonal system. It is not good for you, you know it, and stop it, please. Of course, occasionally and in a very, very moderate amount, it is great. it is okay, not great. Time your meals. The same thing with the sleep schedule actually appears to nutrition. It is important. Your body has hormones that signalize it's time to eat. And when you eat on a consistent base, then you know what? It's easier for your body to consume the energy. And I wonder if you now eat the same nutritious food every single day, at the same time, your body will feel great. And you know it, but a lot of people don't practice it. But I hope this video here will help you to get more aware of these facts. I did literally nothing of this. And in the last 3 years, I studied everything because I wanted. And yeah, now I do literally 100 of these tasks every single day. Number 27, time. Oh, no, that's what we had. Number 28, quality. Not every food is food. Not every meat is meat. And focus on high quality. Quality over quantity. If you can't afford what I really, really, really think is very bad excuse, if you can't afford high quality meat, grass-fed beef or something like that, or very nice farmers salad and fruit, then eat less. But focus on the quality. It's very important because quality has benefits, only benefits. Variety. Eat a lot of food. Vary with your protein source, vary with your carb source, vary with your fruits, but have your baseline. I have a lot of videos with the real pyramid of food, and there are a lot of, I don't know, food groups you need to cover, but vary in between. Obviously, they need to cover your macro and your micronutrient profile, but vary. It's important and it's cool. It's more fun to eat because no one wants to eat the same thing for 50 years straight. Okay. 30. Fermented food, sauerkraut, and kimchi is great for your gut biome. And we have a gut-brain axis. That means our gut and our brain are connected with neurons. And that actually means when your gut is unhealthy, when you have unhealthy bacteria, you will be a maniac. You will act like crazy. That's the reason why you feel sluggish, why you feel bad, why you are angry when you eat bad food, when you drink alcohol. It is not that it immediately attacks your brain, no. First, it needs to go through your gut, and the gut releases hormones or nutrients for your brain that your brain uses to get energy. And based on the nutrition and the micro and macronutrients you take, the brain reacts in a different way. Therefore, fermented food are probiotic and beneficial for your microbiome. Good microbiome means great brain. Great brain means great life. Pretty easy. Prep your meals. So cook once a week so you do not have to worry about your food for 1 week. Pretty easy. 32, herbs. So use herbs when you need to. So if you want to calm down, use lavender. But that's not number one priority. But study herbs if you want to, or just simply ask me, or just simply use my lead magnet, use my free resource for brain herbs. And yeah, dude, limit ultra processed food. UPF. The reason for that, a lot of stuff is in there that is not necessary and not good for your body and your brain and your gut. Therefore, avoid it, eat real food and eat easy. Caffeine. I love caffeine. Caffeine is the best drug you can take, the only drug you need to take. So, use it. Caffeine only has benefits, but know when to use it. My tip is use or drink coffee 3 to 4 times a week. Drink it, don't drink it, drink it, don't drink it, drink it, don't drink it. And 1 to 2 to 3 in between those cups of coffee, never over 200 milligrams, and stop drinking at 4 p.m. You have a great day and you can use it because it works. Caffeine works and has no deficit, because there is something like L-theanine that helps you to lower this drop or helps you with moderation of the drop. Supplements. Take supplements. There are 5 supplements I use every single day. Vitamin D3 K2 complex, magnesium bisglycinate, ashwagandha, omega-3, and so if you cover all these 4, it's awesome. And number 5 would be something like something like melatonin. So sleep. Melatonin, if you can't sleep, then just consume it and it's pretty great. Next up we have food environment. So as the same with the sleep environment, the same with your work environment, have an environment for everything you do. Don't eat in your bedroom. Don't eat in your workspace. Eat in a separate spot. The reason for that is your brain can't differentiate between the actions you do in your place, and therefore, if you take rest and recover on your workspace, then you will not work properly. I'm only here to work. If I want to play chess, my hobby by the way, then I do it in the kitchen or I do it in a different spot that is associated with relaxing. I know it sounds ridiculous, but it's the reality, it's the truth, so do it too, please do it too. And 37, track your food, have a nutrition app, track your food, and know how much you need. Just simply type in Google, how much food do I need, or calorie tracker, then you can type in your measurements and you will get some calorie intake. And then you can try out with daily scale that you know more how much you need. Oh, I don't think that was an English sentence, but I hope you get it. Pre-workout and post-workout. That's with the carbohydrates, Carbohydrates, high carbs as a pre-workout. High carbs doesn't mean 400 grams of sugary gummy bears. High carbs just means a banana or I don't know, some dates or some cereals. Yeah. And post-workout is protein and high carbs. The rest of the day should be high protein, high fat. And obviously fruits. So number 40, electrolytes. If you went to the sauna, if you have something where you are sweating, and if you are in the morning, take electrolytes. And especially in the morning, I only need salt. So no special electrolyte stack. I only take magnesium every single morning. Because it's pretty good. Your body needs magnesium. It's one of the most important supplements. So, but if you go running, if you're an athlete in high running and cardio exercises, then I recommend you electrolyte stacks. Yeah, you can buy them from wherever you want. Just take a look at the nutrition profile and yeah, you're good to go. Number 41, chew 20 times. That sounds ridiculous, right? But every bite you take should be chewed 20 times. It helps you with digestion time and it helps you with food awareness. That's it. 42, blood test. I do with my clients blood test to know what they need and what not. Obvious, right? And a blood test is the only measurement where you can know what to take. There is general approach, the supplements I told you, the vitamin D3 K2 and the magnesium and the omega-3 is something everyone should take, because I know 80% of the population has a deficiency. But there are some deficiencies only a few percentage of people have, but that doesn't mean that you don't have it, right? And if you have the assessment and the fact and the track measurement of the deficiency, then you need to change your diet and supplement. 43, fasting. If you can, eat in a short time period. For example, we have now 5 p.m. and that I ate my last meal 1 hour ago before the recording. I woke up at 7 this morning. 7, yeah. 7, and I ate at 7 immediately after waking up. Then at 11, and then my third meal, 1 hour ago. So at 3 or. And that means now from 3 to when I wake up tomorrow at 7 again, 3, 7, 14 hours fasting. It's good because your body now can restore, can do a lot of great stuff, can recover in this 14 day and is not constantly filled with stuff. You might have it that you need to recover from working, and the same as with eating. Your body needs rest times to completely be great again. Cut. No, 44. Cut out bad food. Don't replace it. Don't replace your food. No, I told you a lot of things you need to eat. So don't have your normal McDonald's diet and add kimchi or sauerkraut. Cut them out, replace them with something good, and then move on. So for each added thing you eat right now, cut one. Number 45. Drink 2 liters of water in the morning. You literally had no water for 8 or 10 hours straight, so your body is dehydrated. When was the last time that you didn't drink water for 10 hours throughout the day? You will feel dehydrated. And to get awake, to have no headache, that's the reason why a lot of people have headache in the morning, you need to drink. Yeah, pretty easy. Eat what you like. So for example, if you hate meat, or if you hate especially chicken, then don't eat chicken, then eat an alternative. Because when you eat what you like, it is way easier for you to eat, right? Pretty simple. Macros and micros, that's what I told you. Be aware of your macros and micros. So be aware of your carbohydrate intake, of your fat intake, of your protein intake, but that's all with one tracker. And be aware of your micronutrient profile with a blood test. And then you're good to go. Hormonal balance. It is all about hormonal balance. It's about nothing more. Hormonal balance is the key, and you balance your hormones with the things I explained to you. So if you want to eat healthy, then eat great for your brain and for your gut. And that's it. No food, no goes. That means if you, you want this diet for not only 1 year, there are out there are people who tell you never eat this food and never do that and never do that, but you want to do it, and it is okay. Every human being does stupid stuff, and that means they eat stupid things. And now, for example, when you're out with your friends or with your girlfriend or with your family on a very important day for them or for you, man, you will never have this day back again. Don't be this guy or this woman that lays in the deathbed and tells, oh man, I regret that I restricted my food. And you will do it because it is human to do bad stuff, but don't do it too much. The more you eat bad foods, the harder it is to eat good food. I eat every 10 to 14 days one meal that is not according to my diet. For example, yesterday I went out with my girlfriend and had a pizza. And now what? I covered my macronutrient profile, my micronutrient profile. That's the most important thing. And that's it. So don't be afraid of eating bad things. There are bodybuilders, there are health machines out there who drink alcohol. So if this is your bad attitude, then drink alcohol for once a month. But only when you do it on a regular basis, it gets bad. There are a variety of studies out there where people ate gummy bears for one pack, so 200 grams of gummy bears for 1 month, and their blood sugar didn't change because they exercised, because they slept well, because they ate well besides of the gummy bears. So don't be afraid of that. But don't use that as an excuse to not do all of this and only eat bad. Okay? You can do it, but please not too much. And now we are at the third pillar after 40 minutes. So this video is going to be a little bit longer. Exercise. Yes, sir. And when you now will listen to exercise and hear exercise, then you might think, exercise? Isn't exercise something like going to the gym? And what else is exercise? I don't know. Yes and no. Exercise has a variety of categories. And these are things we want to cover. And the main 3 categories are the main 3 points: strength, cardio, and steps. You want to have strength training because strength training in the gym or calisthenics is the greatest thing you can do for your body. I was a semi-professional handball player in my earlier time, so if I hadn't quit handball, I might have the chance to play very professionally. But I quit because I was not that healthy, despite being a very great handball player. And I did it because I wanted to try the gym. And the gym literally changed my life. That's reality. Every human being that goes to the gym tells you it is so great to do. And every other human being that doesn't go to the gym tells you, oh, I don't have the time. And yeah, I have to do that much. And they don't say anything good about it. But everyone who is there tells you great things. So maybe it is great. When 1,000 out of 1,000 people tell you it is great, maybe then it's great. Okay? So try going to the gym. And don't only go to the gym. That's one thing, one mistake I did for the past 3 years. And now I literally adapted it since this year, since last year, November. So since 6 months. And that's cardiovascular. Your cardiovascular health is one of the most important things. So running, swimming, cycling, literally everything that helps, that gets you a high heart rate. I prefer running. You might prefer swimming. It's all on you. It's great. It is very great. It's very important for your heart health, for overall longevity. And it challenges you too. It's very rough, and sometimes you don't want to run and only want to go to your comfortable gym, even though you crush yourself. And the last thing is what you do on occasional, or what you need to do every single day, is steps. And you might heard about 10,000 steps, and it is real. 10,000 steps is a very great baseline and will very, 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 very much help you. Number 54 is mobility. If you can't move your legs and your arms, and if you can't stretch, then please do it. If you aren't flexible or if you aren't mobile, then you will suffer in the future. If you're in a bodybuilding scene, take a look at Ronnie Coleman or at any bodybuilders. They stand like this here. Wait. Like this here. Oh man. Oh, how are you doing? I'm doing great. And they can't even scratch their shoulder because they are so immobile. And what is the reason for that? Well, not being healthy, you know. We don't want to be a pro bodybuilder. We want to be a high performer entrepreneur that is healthy. So therefore, be mobile and do cardio. Then the next one is treadmill. Oh, I want to show you something. I have in my office. Yeah. I hope you see it. I have in my office a treadmill. So when I have you don't have 3 hours every single day to walk, 10,000 steps requires some time. So therefore I have a standing treadmill. I will place it under my desktop, and when I have to do something like meetings or sales calls, I will walk. It is awesome. Actually, it increases my brain activity. Makes sense. Higher blood pressure, more brain activity. And it is not that expensive. So I got this from Amazon for $80. And it works pretty well. Pretty good. So that's an invest I made this year, and it is worth every single penny. Because otherwise there were times where I didn't hit the 10k steps because of lack of time, and now I hit them every single day since I have it. So pretty cool. Next up we have calisthenics. So it's the strength and cardio alternative. If you have limited time, or if you don't want to go to a gym, then do calisthenics. You can build muscle with it, and it's very time resourceful. Very great. Next up we have warm up and cool down. Obviously, you can't run a marathon without any warm up. And we don't want to take the risk of hurting ourselves or getting injured. And cool down, the same thing. You don't want to go to the gym after marathon. You want to cool down and do nothing and eat the right food, and yeah. Then we want to track. We want to track our sleep, we want to track our nutrition, we want to track our exercise, we want to track our whole life. By the way, I have something like an Oura ring, so I can track my exercise, I can track my sleep, and they have a new feature. I can track my nutrition cycle, but I don't like it anyway. But this thing is pretty cool because it tracks your stress and your restorative time too. Your HVR, your RHR, so that these are points that I will explain you in the awareness scene, but these things are very great. Okay, then we have the basics. Don't be fancy. Focus on the basics. You know the basics, so 10k steps, going to the gym, these are basics. So I don't tell you things about the Mandy headband, some fancy brain headband that enhances focus and helps you with the thing. No. The basics are most of the time the good things. The shiny things are only there so people can get profit, but they aren't better. So do the basics and do them right. Next up we have balance exercise. So that's what I told you in the beginning. Cardio, strength training and walking. Not one of them. Vary and do a little bit. And then we have 62, fun. Do the exercise that is in the category and has the most fun. For example, if you want to do strength training and you like the Arnold split or the push-pull leg split or the upper-lower split, if you aren't in the fitness scene, then you might have thought, what the hell am I talking about? You might get it. So these are literally variety of splits you have. So the push-pull legs is that you train your chest, shoulders and triceps, then your biceps and your back, and then your legs. Yeah, and upper lower is your upper body, your lower body, and so on. And if you don't like one of these, then don't do it. Do the thing you like the most. But the most important thing is that you do it. 63, time. Know how much time you want to spend on these things. For example, if you have a treadmill with the mobility, it is pretty easy. With the steps. 2, you just do it while working. And when you want to do cardio and strength training, then you literally, I don't know, need to schedule when to do it, right? Use a calendar. Because then you do it. Form over reps. If you can do 20 correct push-ups and 30 bad push-ups, only do 20 correct push-ups. That's the same with YouTube videos, for example, what I do now. I have 113 health habits, so I quite like this video style because I'm comfortable with it. I talk to you, I drink water, I don't have fancy edits, I don't waste some extra time. So this is one record. Sometimes I have 3-hour videos, one record, and that's it. It requires a lot of attention and focus, but that is one thing I have. That's my advantage, and I can explain you so much in so low time. But I could have made a video about sleep, about nutrition, and about exercise in 3 videos for this week, and I didn't cover awareness, and that would be bad. So, yeah. Form over reps. Quality over quantity. Off days. Don't work out every single day, have off days. 6. Community. Have friends, family members, and I don't know, running communities if you want to get motivated and to do this stuff. You don't need it, but human beings and we all act better when we have someone. For example, if you have a girlfriend that goes or exercises too, you're more likely to stick to the habit than if it is the opposite. HRV, your heart rate variability. I track it on the Oura ring, and that literally measures your restfulness. You track it during your sleep, and it literally tells you how great and restorative your sleep is. When you have a low HRV, bad. With good, good. And you can hide it by doing cardiovascular exercise and everything I cover here. So, this is one of the most important metrics. And the most important metric for longevity and general health is resting heart rate. That is one thing I want to cover now. That's the reason why I start with cardio, because my resting heart rate is in between 50 to 57. Not bad, not good. But I do all of this besides of cardio, or I did it. And now I want to go down to 40 to 44, because this is the 1%, top 1%. And someone like Ronaldo has 37. So that only means that you need less blood to get more done. So you live longer because your heart does not work as much as it does right now. So these two metrics are very important to know and can be tracked, by the way, on Oura ring, and very important. Next up we have yoga. So yoga, you don't need to do yoga, but that's another example for an exercise you can do. And you can do it with love. You can like yoga, but that's just the example that you need to do what you like. If you do yoga, then you can put it in the category of mobility, of flexing. And now 71 is rotate. That means try out new sports like yoga, try out. And when you don't like it, well, you know it. But you at least tried it and you did an activity and you know that you want the other thing more. Then you're more likely to do it and so on. Number 72, recover actively. Active recovery on rest days recovery on rest days doesn't mean that you don't need to hit your 10,000 steps, hit your sleep. What else do you do? Don't shower or don't make your bed. It does mean that you recover actively. So go for a walk, do things like sauna, do active recovery activities. 73. By the way, these activities will be covered here in awareness section. Awareness is literally awareness/recovery. Stairs only. Don't take elevators, take stairs. Little habit, but has great influence. No distractions. 75. When you're working out, don't scroll on Instagram or be on your phone. Work out. You are right now there to work out, not to scroll on Instagram. So you literally waste your time. And you thought that you worked out, but in the end you didn't work out because you don't crush yourself hard enough. Now 76 schedule. That is literally the time aspect. So clearly schedule the things you need to know, you need to do. And the time is something like know how much time you need. 77, have equipment. So I have gym equipment, I have calisthenics equipment, I have running equipment. If you want to have equipment, then I don't know, it costs you maximum $50 for, I don't know, sometimes a lifetime of equipment. And if you buy something, you're more likely to do it because then you don't regret the purchase. So do it. Invest in yourself. Invest in the things. 78 devices. The same appears to devices. Invest in an O-ring. Invest in tracker. Invest in blood tests that help you to know and grow more about yourself. To know more about yourself and to grow. Sorry. Number 79. Apps. Have apps. Have apps that help you to reach your goal. So have a running app, have an app for your, or have a sheet where you track your workout, your progress. Because then you know how much better you are. And number 8, you have goals. For example, my goal is to run a marathon. When doesn't matter, but I want to progress so I can run a marathon. And once I can run a marathon, then I want to run 2 marathons. And then I want to run 100 miles. You can only have higher goals and set them to have something to grasp for and to want to progress. And then you can progress, you know? If you don't have a goal, why? And that's exercise. We are closely 1 hour in our recording, so this will take 20 more minutes. And if you stick to this video until now, congratulations, you are very good and very likely to be healthy. But now we cover the most important thing, awareness and recovery. A lot of these things are made by people. A lot of people go to the gym, a lot of people eat appropriate. And a lot of people sleep appropriate. And sleeping is some kind of awareness, the most awareness and the most important awareness and recovery, right? But the one thing that differentiates the top 10% with the top 1%, or with the top 1, is awareness. Every single pro athlete I talk to, every single pro actor, athlete and businessman I talk to, I work with, tells me that the most important thing that differentiates him between the second best is awareness. Number 1 is meditation. It might sound stupid. I can show this to you. I have, here, this is my phone. I have here a meditation app. I need to meditate today, so it doesn't track my day. And I meditated, can I see it, my streak? No. I can't show you my streak. But now you need to believe me. I have a streak for over 2 months of meditation every single day. And it made me the guy I am right now. Try it out, it is not voodoo, there are a lot of instructions. I actually made an instruction in the previous video, so try it out, it's awesome. Number 82, have a vision. Why do you want to be good? Why do you want to be healthy? Why do you want to do the stuff you want to do? Have a purpose, know why. And not say, oh man, because I want to. No, that is no reason. You want to do it because of something. And when you know it, you are more likely to do it. Because I can tell you one thing. If you want something and you don't actually want it, and you might do it, but once your motivation of doing it decreases, you will not crush it. And to be the best, I mean the best businessman, the best sportsman, you need to suffer for years. You know, it took me 2.5 years of working. I worked 5 to 10,000 hours on my product, on my sales operation system, on my business. And after these 2.5 years, I got my first client. And now it's working pretty good. But no one with no purpose would stick that long. Okay. Makes sense, right? Because you don't get any reward. But when you have the purpose and when you see your goal and your vision, then you know for what you're doing it. Even if you have the hard times. And of course, you will have hard times and you will suck and you will do something for 1 week or 2 weeks. Avoid doing something for 1 or 2 weeks because that is human. We all have down times, but you will recover. You will then again start doing, and then you will grow slowly but steadily with ups and downs. Everyone has it. Okay, I don't work 14 hours straight without losing focus. I procrastinate. I want to watch a YouTube video. I want to play chess. It's human. Okay, don't stress yourself about it, but always have in mind it's okay to do it. And then you want to know why you do it. The detox, dopamine detox. To avoid these cravings, have low dopaminergic system, have low standards. That means when you now only can concentrate. I mean, when you watch this long, your dopaminergic system is very, very low, so you're good to go. But most people can't watch this video. Most people see my intro, and then say, oh my god, no, I need to watch Mr. Beast or some gaming content because they can't focus. And I can tell you, when you can't focus on this video or on anything boring, that's why I have chess as a hobby. Then you can't think of success, then you can't win. Of course, when you're an artist, when you're an actor, a lot of luck is involved. But you will always be better when your dopaminergic system is low because then you're more able to do the painful work because it is not rewarding. And your dopaminergic system is your reward system. So lower it, please. Next up we have off days. Have days where you do nothing. I don't have off days right now, but I will have off days in 2 months. So know when you have off days. So in 2 months I plan to have salesman and setter. So currently I'm working on the setter for April and May, and in June, July I work on the salesman stuff. I want to run through this process on my own. I want to get some proof to help them out, but only then when I have systemized and structured my day, when I know what to do. Then I have off days. I will do nothing. Now I literally work 4 to 8 hours minimum every single day. But off days are great. So I had my first off day for 2 years of work. So while I was recording my product and literally structuring all of that and planning out and systemizing and starting with, getting the dice rolling, I didn't have any off day. And then I had a 2-week vacation where I did nothing. And I felt horrible, I felt bad, and I didn't enjoy it. And now I have occasionally off days. So I would say once a month or once every 2 months, one off day or two. That's great. And I want to have it on a consistent basis. So I want to work 14 hours for 6 days and then have an off day because it's great. It's very great. Okay, hobbies. Have hobbies. I told you I have chess as hobby 3 times in this ridiculous video. And do something you like. So have hobbies, but don't have hobbies that require high dopaminergic input. So don't have hobby gaming. Please. You can have it, but you must know that it will impact your business. So if you have hobby, then it might be something like going out in the nature or doing something creative, working, here video creation, create pencils or play chess. Always have in mind dopaminergic system and then have hobbies that don't associate with your work because it's important. You can't only do one thing in extreme. It will crush you, it will burn you out, it will destroy your life. Then next up, we have stress. Assess your stress. Do things with less stress, have less stress, and I told you a lot about stress in this video, so you know it. Number 87, energy. Next video will be my energy system. I will show you exactly what energy system means, but in general it is sleep, nutrition, exercise. And something like the mental state, awareness, and how you are socially projected. There are psychology rules, but in general these things are energy system. Be aware of your energy. When you sleep 5 hours, you have low energy. When you eat bad, you have low energy. When you don't exercise, you have low energy. You know it, so do it. Next up, we have PMR. Oh my god. Progressive muscle relaxation. Sorry, I do it in the evening. I love it in the evening. And it is basically that it's therapy form. My mother is a therapist and she does it with me occasionally, as well as hypnosis. That's the next point. And therapy is 90. It's another point. Get some help. Progressive muscle relaxation is when you want to calm down, when you have stress, and when you want to relax to work on your stress. But you need to relax first to work on your stress, because you can't work on your stress all day, right? Because you are stressed. So you need to relax. Hypnosis is if you want to face trauma, if you want to work on your shadows, if you want to work on yourself, then do it. It is awesome. If you want to structure your mindset, hypnosis is awesome. I had 4 hypnosis sessions in the past month and it was awesome. And I have one in 2 weeks. So it's very nice. And therapy is great. Work on your problems. The reason why you fail, okay? The reason why you fail is not because the system is bad, because the people are bad. It is because you aren't the person who can do it, and you have limited belief, restricted behaviors, and bad mental structures that prevent you from doing the great things. And when you work on these shadow structures and bad behaviors, great things will happen. It is so easy to do everything. You can be anything, but not everything. And the reason for that is, and you do it because you want to be better. That's why you do therapy. There are only personal problems that are reflected to your goal. You have not your goal because you aren't the person who has the goal, right? So I want to grow my business to 250k a month automatic. But I am not aware of this. I am not capable of doing so right now. So therefore I have hypnosis, I have mindset work, I have self-transcendence work. It sounds goofy, but the people who don't do it and tell it's trash, they are the most suffering people. They hate themselves and tell that it's bad because they know that it works and they don't want to accept the truth. They know that it is the reason subconsciously, but they don't want to know the truth. They're afraid. Don't be afraid. Work on your problems. Move fast and do it. Next up, we have nature. Spend time in nature. The reason for spending time in nature is that it is just calm. It is low stress. You just can relax. You just can be yourself. So for this year, I want to build something like a wooden house to have my creative set on my off days. Do it. It is so great. It will help you so much. Obviously, it will not actively help you with your goal. But trust me, we are not machines. We are human beings. And when we are in a good state, we are even better than machines. And that transfers you to a good state. Next up, we have no social media. Quit that shit, please. Sorry that I need to tell this. YouTube, the platform you're watching this, is good because it's helpful. It gives you free content and free value. But social media is just showing how great you are. I need to do Instagram and LinkedIn because I need to have eyeballs, people to show them how great I am. I need to post results and all of that. But it is nothing like, showing how great I am. So I don't use Instagram actively. I don't scroll on TikTok. Of course, my girlfriend does, so I have to watch some reels and some posts, but that is great. That's okay sometimes. But don't care about other people, because then you will feel bad, and it is so awful. I went to university, psychology, and even my professor told us that this is the worst thing you can do. Social media. Please try it. And if you can't, please stick to it. I know it's hard for the first 10 days or 12, but it is worth so much. Next up, we have social activities. Spend time with your friends. It is great to have friends where you can be yourself, because we are social animals. It's a psychological behavior that we need social activities, and business and high performance can be very lonely. So get some help with your friends. Next up, we have ambient music. If you want to watch music or listen to music, watch music. Damn. Watch music. Yeah, okay. If you want to listen to music, then listen to calm music. So, of course, you can listen to a pop song when you're on a road with your girlfriend and she shows you your favorite song. Of course, you can do it. You need the balance. But when you work, listen to ambient music or classical music. When you do something that requires high focus, listen to ambient music. Do it. Read. That's something great. Learn to read. Reading is the most relaxing and the best return on invest thing you can do. Reading for 1 hour will increase your focus, your relaxation, and your knowledge. 3 things where most of the time need to do 3 separate things for 3 hours. So you do 3x the return on invest. Great. Next up, we have massage. Sometimes take a massage if you want to, as well as a sauna. If you want to go to sauna and think that's great, do it. I went to the sauna today, so I do it on a frequent basis. I never actually had a massage, but studies show that massage is great, so try it out. 98 focus. Try to focus. I made a video about focus. Do it. Number 99, be conscious. My whole YouTube is about telling the truth and be conscious and be aware of the things you do, and then adapt. Have a reason and then adapt, and then you know that you don't need to spend any additional time for your work, for your health. And by the way, I told you in the beginning that that's something I got aware of right now. I did not told you, or you might ask now right now, well, you tell us 113 habits I need to adapt in your life. How the heck do I do it without spending any additional time? Well, it's pretty easy. Don't waste time. Or don't add things without cutting something. For example, if you cut out social media, you have 1 additional hour. You can fill it with working, or you can fill it with going to the gym. Evening film or TV binging, 2 hours can be replaced by relaxation, by doing stuff. You need to eat anyway, so nutrition is pretty simple. You need to sleep anyway, so sleep is pretty simple. Exercise can be replaced by these things, and awareness as well. Replace good things with bad things. It's that simple. Creativity. Do creative work. For example, filming. This here is a product of my mind. No one Googled this. No one can research it because it comes out of my mind. No one will create a video like this because this here is all a product of my mind. Pretty cool, right? 101 is aromatherapy. So lavender and, your nose is a sensoric system too. We want to give it credits too. So if something smells good and appears great, then try it out. Most of the time when I went to hypnosis, I have relaxing music and aromatherapy. So it's just to relax. Try it out, it's great. Number 102. Reflect. Reflect on your life. That's why I track my whole life. I know exactly what I'm doing bad. I know exactly what I'm doing great. And when I have high stress, I know exactly that I don't work on the things I need to work on. And then it takes me a couple of days, but I will do it. And that's how you grow. Then you can't not grow. It is impossible if you always know how bad you are and always face reality that you don't grow. But people don't want to face reality. And they obviously don't grow. Next up, we have nothing. Do nothing. Sometimes I'm just sitting in my bed or here and stare outside. Or I focus a point in the room. Doing nothing is most of the time the greatest thing, because when we do a lot of things, right now, for example, I'm talking to you and I can't reflect over problems in my life because I do an activity, and you do it when you have sales goals, when you do it when you focus on your goal, and you can't reflect. But most of the time people can't sleep because then is the only time where they have quietness, where they don't have distractions, don't have music, they don't have any distractive thing. And then these bad thoughts appear. So if you are stressed, then maybe sometimes do nothing. And nothing can't be sold. That's why no one tells this to you, okay? But please do it. Now 104 is love. Love. When you don't have a partner, when you don't have family, when you're lonely, then love your business, love your hobby, love your vision. But be emotional about something is great. It's very great. Because then it matters a lot for you. For example, if someone tells me that my business now will decrease, will fall, I will cry. If I would break up, that's the reason why people cry after breaking up, because they love it. When you are emotionally attached to something, you will have negative emotions. And then it is worth working on it when you're aware of that. People break up even though they love their partner, but they don't do the right thing. And they don't realize that they love them. But whenever you realize that you love your partner, you can't fail. Okay, only if your partner is a complete dumbass, but you get a point. 105, tactical shower. I love it. In the morning when I wake up, I do a cold shower. In the evening when I go to bed, I do a ice bath. I do a hot shower. Cold shower in the morning, only the body and the face. Hot shower in the evening with hairs. Cold shower gives you energy. Hot shower relax you. Energy for the day, relaxation for the evening. Try it out. I always had a problem that I want to shower in the evening because I feel bad, and I want to shower in the morning because I want to feel good. You want to feel good for the bad time, but you want to feel good for the day, for the whole day. So now you need to decide, do I shower in the morning or in the evening? Do both. But don't shower that long. Only shower 2 to 5 minutes per session, and only shower your hair once. And then you're good to go. Breathe. Practice breathing techniques. I will cover a lot of breathing techniques on this channel. I covered a lot of breathing techniques, and breathing is important. Wim Hof does breathing, and every successful person tells you that breathing is great. So do it. Okay, do it now. Do this right now. Now you feel listen. Now you might feel way more relaxed because you did a breathing technique. And now even more. Breathing is great. Breathing is very nice. Now you're conscious, now you're calm, now you know what you need to do. Next up we have don't care. If you want to do something great, don't care about other people's opinion, because everyone else will tell you that you can't do it. Everyone tells, every successful person will tell this to you. You need to stick and avoid other people's opinion. So therefore, locking in is very nice. So I locked myself in for 16 months. After that, I was literally a maniac. But then luckily I met a girl. I had some great relationships with my friends. I hold them. I don't know how I hold them because I didn't talk to them for 16 months. But yeah, I'm best friends with them, and I'm very very grateful for this. And locking in is great, but don't do it too long, because you turn to a maniac. When you don't see someone, when you just be in your room and work on yourself, you will literally go crazy. When you do it for 2 or 3 years, you will get a psychopath. But it can be helpful for, don't care about other people's opinion. It will teach you a lesson. It taught me the lesson that I don't care about other people. There are a lot of people who tell me that this content here is bad, that I don't do this right, that I need to edit more. But I will do this for 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 or 10 or 12 or 50 or 20 or 25 or 30 years. And one time I literally reach everyone, and everyone who likes this content because they see the value in it will like me too, and then it's great, and I love this here. Next up we have volunteer. Oh no, say no. So say no to things that you don't want to do. If it's a maybe, then say no. Only if it's a yes. There is a book that I don't know how it's called. So it only teaches you the practice that you need to say yes. Hell yes or no. That's the book. So only it's a hell yes, then you need to do it. So if a friend asks you to go on this birthday party and you know that is important because it's an important relationship, then you say hell yes. But if your girlfriend tells you, yeah, do you want to go on a birthday party with my friend's friend, and yeah, we will be there pretty late, then you know you will ruin your evening. You don't even know anyone besides your girlfriend. And it's working very well with your girlfriend. You can say, maybe, and then it's a no. Don't do things you don't want to do. You live only once. So if you feel uncomfortable, then get comfortable. Next up, we have volunteer. Do something great for other people. Helping other people is the most important thing you can do. I love this here because I help you. I hope I help you with this stuff. Oh, you can't see this stuff here. I'm sorry. It's very great. 110. Oh, so my battery doesn't like me. So I will finish this in a very stylish way. I'm just holding my mobile phone right now. But I will explain the last things. Second order consequence, 111, is that you literally need to be aware of second order consequence. So what you do right now might not impact your life in a negative way, but in the future. So for example, if you buy a PC or a TV, then you might not have, you only paid, I don't know, $700 for it, but the consequence, the second order consequence, is that you waste a lot of time where you could make money. So that's only for the money perspective. If you consume alcohol, it might increase your life for today, but for the next 30 days you will feel more sluggish. So don't always be aware of, you might know it, I tell this to you every single video, about the long-term perspective. 112, standards. Don't have goals, have standards. So I wrote down goals, but have standards that help you to achieve the goals. My standards are 5 to 6 times going to the gym, recording one great video at least per week, sometimes 3, sometimes 2. My standards are earning that amount of money, doing these activities with my girlfriend. Have standards, not goals, because when you have the goal, you might do nothing. But if you have standards, and you will literally cry when you don't do it, you will do it. Last but not least, we have systems. You need to have systems. Systems are the most important thing you need to have in your life, okay? If you don't have systems, your life is literally, bad. Because there are a lot of activities you don't do with systems, and if you want to have something like your health that needs systems, Or if you want to have something that with your health that you don't want to determine your whole life with it, but it's nice to have, then systems are the only thing you need to, literally increase, okay? And if you want to have systems, I've programmed, oh my god, after 1.5 hours, I pitch you. No, it's great. It's very great. I love it. We have 100% success rate, and we help entrepreneurs to get healthy with systems, and we literally, you can't fail. But I don't care if you don't do it. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope I see you tomorrow, and maybe not on my mobile phone camera, and on my great awesome camera too. Oh.